So we ended up seeing this move to the downside where we found support at this key level at 74.6 cents. And then since then, we ended up seeing a breakout to the upside where we got rejected at the 50 EMA and lost support at the low trend line. And here we are now actually trading above the low trend line. And the interesting thing about this move to the downside is it is made up of corrective moves rather than impulsive moves. So what that tells me is we're not exactly, ultra bearish. And if I just break down these structures, what you can see is we have a WXY structure followed by our X wave and then another WXY structure. So very quickly, if I use the fib tools, and bring this to over here, and you can see that we ended up actually extending beyond the 1.236 retracement level for our Y wave. However, we failed to reach the 1.618 retracement level. So what that tells me again is that this is not an impulsive move, but instead it's a corrective move. And within this Y wave, what we have is another WXY structure. So just to make sure that that Y wave is now complete, I'll put this in, and you can see that we met the 100% retracement level. And so it's possible that this WXY structure is now complete, and we are now on move to the upside where we could have a potential bigger WXY structure forming. So if I bring this to over here, so you can see that ADA has the potential to reach anywhere between 79.39 cents to 80.63 cents. And if ADA was to extend beyond the 1.226 retracement level, then it's possible that we reach the 1.618 retracement level, which would then mean that we have an impulsive move that's in play, where this would be our wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can see that the 1.618 retracement level sits at a key level, which is this one here at around 82 cents. And this has been a key area because we ended up finding resistance at that level multiple times. And so it's possible that we could just, continue to trade between the lower trend line and this level. And then, we could have that slow and grinding run to the upside. But ultimately, this is the next key target that I'm looking at for. And if ADA was to continue to get rejected at the lower trend line, then it's possible that we see a lower low. And that's something I talked about in my previous video where I mentioned that it's possible that we have a bigger WXY structure forming where ADA can then potentially tap into this region here. And even if we were to tap into this region, we can still remain bullish given that we are sitting above this strong low over here. And if this strong low was to get broken, then that would then result in a change of character and a break of structure, which would then confirm that we're bearish. And then we could potentially see lower lows, but I personally don't see that happening. And I am looking at for a move to the upside as opposed to, lower lows where we break this level at around 64 cents. And with that being said, on the stochastic RSI, we are more or less neutral. And if I go back to the hourly chart, you can see that we were oversold. And again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are trading above the lower trend line. And so we are looking fairly healthy right now, even though, we lost support of this lower trend line for a brief moment. And so, yeah, the next key level really will be this level for me. And on the daily chart, we are also oversold on the stochastic RSI, as you can see. And so we are still looking fairly good. And in my opinion, this would be a good opportunity to be dollar cost averaging. But of course, this is not financial advice. It's just my own personal opinion. And so, yeah, that's just my quick update on Cardano ADA. Hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.